Hi YouTube, this is a bit of concept art that I did ages ago of an alien sort of fetus in an egg. And I'm going to show you how I turn this into a sculpt. I use some really weird materials in this sculpt. The first thing is this Ikea egg chair that somebody was throwing out in our road. So I just grabbed it because I thought I could use it. So stage one was just to get rid of all the bits of chair that I didn't need anymore. This just involves sawing bits off like the rim here. Then I started building up this texture of blood vessels for the base of the egg. This is just done like with sort of papier-mâché, so it's just kitchen paper and PVA glue all kind of mushed together. I then painted that black to start with, and then dark red was kind of dry brushed on, and then light red on the top for the sort of highlights. I then made what is going to be the yolk of the egg, and this is just with a carrier bag and you can see an old bread bag in there, and that's all just stuffed full of straw. Then I painted that bright yellow. Then more sort of vein textures and blood vessels were sort of added using rolled up kitchen paper covered in PVA glue to keep it all stuck together. For the actual alien creature, I told you I used some weird materials for this sculpt. This is just the kind of insulating fabric that you use like in wall cavities. I just had some left over, so it's basically just like a sort of a fur kind of stuff, and I just wrapped it all with sellotape until I got the actual shape that I was after. You could do this really easily with other things like carrier bags or material, any kind of stuff you've got left over that's kind of soft. I then coated the creature with kitchen paper and PVA mixed together. This gives it a kind of a wrinkly texture. Again, it's just papier-mâché technique. At this stage I normally paint my creature black, but actually I'd run out of black, but any dark colour will do, so I think this is ultramarine. I then painted the inside of the eggshell with a sort of flesh colour, and you can see I've airbrushed quite a lot of sort of vein details and things onto it. You don't have to use an airbrush, you could just paint it on with a brush. You can see I've also softened in some of the blood vessels with a bit of kind of purple airbrushed as well, and that looks really kind of effective. The actual creature I started to dry brush some different reds on. Okay, and this is how it ended up. I screwed it into the eggshell so it's nice and firm, it's not going to go anywhere. And then I've just dry brushed again some lighter kind of flesh colours onto the creature. That really brings out all the highlights on it. And you can see the eyes are just, they're 3 glass eyes that I had. You could use something different, but I happen to have some, so I put them in, and I think that makes the whole thing look much more realistic. I coated the yolk with some PVA glue, and that made it look really shiny. And yeah, it just has a real kind of wet look to it. I think I did that to some of the actual alien as well. This was me holding it in my studio just to give you a sense of the kind of scale of it. I've sort of designed it so it can be hung up as well, so it will probably end up like on the wall of my studio at some point. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I really enjoyed making it. Check out all my other videos for loads of different sculpts, and there's a lot of 80s movie characters that I've done, and sort of creature feature kind of monsters and things, so check those out. And yeah, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the future videos.